I would like for all the parents to gather around the campfire because Papa Leon has a question, because I like my semen where I can see it and I don't have children yet, but I got a couple questions for you. Do you love your children? I hope the answer is yes. Do you want to make sure that your children grow up having a lot of fun and having some good experiences throughout their life as they're growing? I hope the answer is yes. And would you do anything to make sure that that child has a fun experience? I hope the answer is yes. But what happens when there's a mistake? There's some sort of a technical mishap that would lead to, let's say, a birthday event not going at a certain venue that you wanted to have it at. And what would you think is the possible right solution? Do you A, take the money back and go find another venue to host the party? B, try to work with the company so that you could get all the things squared away and you could have the birthday party at this event? Or C, incite a fucking riot because you didn't get your way?
2 months after dozens of kids and adults were arrested for a huge brawl outside a roller skating rink, today the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office announced they arrested the person who started it all. Fox 13's Ariel Placencia joins us live from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. So Ariel, this fight happened in Brandon back in May, so why the arrest now this week in July?
Well, Linda, investigators said they spent the last 2 months looking at Stephanie Pedroso's social media posts. Many of them were too inappropriate and too profane to share with us, but they said the message was clear. The sheriff said that this woman encouraged people to cause violence after she was upset because her party was canceled.
In May, Stephanie Pedroso wanted to host what she described as an after-hours birthday party for her daughter at Astro Skate in Brandon.
She told us birthday party for a bunch of little kids. The flyers that she was posting online was teen dance.
Chris McGanius saw what the 36-year-old was posting on social media about the event she wanted to host at his business.
The pictures and that kind of stuff with booty contests and all that nonsense, that's not for us.
Those flyers didn't get the necessary approval first, McGanius said. Pedroso also broke the rules by reselling tickets.
Because she was trying to do it as a money-making event.
And she didn't hire the required security, the owner added. So the party was canceled, and McGanius offered Pedroso her money back.
She came in, flipped out, cussed and screamed, and then posted nonsense about come to the skating rink the next night.
Pedroso went on social media, encouraging people to show up to Astro Skate anyway.
At one point, she even tells all her followers, and during her live stream, that she has money, and she's willing to pay individuals to come down and riot and cause destruction.
And this is what happened that Saturday night in May.
None of those kids were skaters. I don't know if you saw. There were nobody with roller skates on their shoulders. Those kids were here to act stupid.
Video shows a crowd of about 400 to 500 people gathered in the parking lot. A massive fight broke out. There was damage to businesses and property reported stolen. 26 adults and juveniles were arrested. And 2 months later, the woman who investigators say started it all was booked into jail.
If you want to skate and have a good time, we'd love to take your money, but we can't have, violence.
And the sheriff's office says that it took 40 deputies about 6 hours to calm all the chaos that Pedroso had started. We know that the window of a nearby barbershop was broken, stuff was stolen from a nearby 7-Eleven. The sheriff said that at least one deputy was punched and that people had jumped on the back of another deputy. Linda?
I'm certain somebody thought that this was a magical idea that was going to unite a bunch of individuals, but instead you ruined businesses, you ruined property, and now you sitting in jail talking to Big Frida trying to convince her that you're a loving mother. The problem is, at what point do we start to understand that some parents are children and they shouldn't be having children because they're irresponsible and they don't know how to operate in terms of trying to plan a party? There's nothing here that's supposed to warrant you getting on social media and trying to demand people show up and show out. All you had to do was hire security or take your money back and go to Chuck E. Cheese, go to laser tag, open your backyard up to all these people. Well, don't do that because it's clear if they don't respect other people's property, they won't respect your property. And you didn't have to do any of this. There was no reason, no rhyme, no circumstance, no outward outcome that was going to make any of this make sense. And why, in a world where everyone is able to see what you do on social media, would you get on there and record it, thinking that nobody's going to see any of this? They're not going to possibly call the police. They're not going to backtrack this to me. They got the logs on your ass. They got you inciting a riot. You are stupid. You are a failure as a mother, a birthing person, and as a parent. You're a failure. And now your child, hopefully, is not in juvie, got to grow up realizing that my mother's a fucking dumbass. She did not know how to just take her money back. All she had to do was take her money back. So congratulations. You're a failure, and your kid's probably going to get bullied come the next school year for this dumbass shit. But anyway, parents, let me know. Would you do any of this? Would you incite a riot because you couldn't plan a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese correctly? Or do you have a functioning brain and you would just give your kid some chocolate ice cream and say happy birthday? Because those are my birthday experiences. My birthday's coming up in a couple weeks, and I will be going to Texas Roadhouse and getting me some Texas Roadhouse bread, because that's better than a birthday cake. I will see you in the next one. Subscribe. Mwah. Goodbye.